Good morning, everyone. Once again, this is Black Forest coming to you with another market analysis currency breakdown. But before we get to breaking down this currency pair in this chart, we have to say that this video is for education purposes only. This is not financial advice. But we all know why you guys are here. You guys are here to find good, credible Forex content that can help improve your ability as traders and that can help put a little bit of extra money into your pocket in these troubling times. Okay, why do the hard work when we'll do it for you? Only thing you have to do is like, subscribe, and share our videos. Subscribing will let you stay up to date on all the new content that we drop with the market analysis videos. And also sharing and liking will help push our content out there so we can continue to build our community of profitable traders. Because that is the goal here. We want to build a community of thriving, profitable traders. Because I'm pretty sure everybody that watches these videos have at least one a few trades here and there, but you want to do more than a few trades here and there. You want to be a day trader, you want to be a professional trader, you want to be able to supplement your income and be able to give yourself a life that you and your family that you feel that you guys deserve from all the hard work you've done. And we're here to provide you with the best market analysis content for you so you can be able to be able to get that. Because one thing that we've seen that led us to the decision to start this channel is that all the content out there is so heavy technical analysis based. It's basically like coloring books and crayons. If this big candle does this, then this does that. And if these lines go here and it breaks this support resistance and breaks this trend line, when all that stuff is basically contingent on the market staying the same way for weeks at a time. And it does not work like that. The market is fluid. The same way you trade today is not going to be the same way you trade tomorrow. And to understand that, you have to understand how economic fundamentals go into dictating the strength and the currency and the trajectory of which way the charts are going to go. Okay, and in Black Forex, we give you that without you having to do the research yourself. We spend the extra time to do the research so you guys don't have to. Like, subscribe, share the videos so we can continue to build our community of profitable traders. Now, with that being said, let us go ahead and dive into this chart and into this currency pair. Now, before we get to breaking down what's happening with the chart, naturally, let us talk about what's happening with each currency respectively. Okay, so we did get some positive news come out about the AUD that technically classified it as overall strong. But the Australian continent does have a dark cloud hanging over it, just like basically the entire world does, of inflation. And the inflation dark cloud is actually starting to grow and affect its economy. So it's getting to a point where no matter how good the economic news is going to be weak with periodic uptakes in strength, but it's going to be overall weak. Okay. And this is basically due to geopolitics that is surrounding gas prices, which is also catalyzing the inflation being suffered by the Australian economy. Okay. Now, the Australian government, since the beginning of the year, has actually done a pretty good job to cartel this inflation, so it will not affect their citizens that bad. But now the dam has fully broken, and they're going to have to get to extreme measures, just like every other world country, to try to fix this high inflation that's being suffered upon their economy. Okay, so with that said, now let's get into the USD. Prior to making this video around 8:30 this morning Eastern time, we did have PPI news come out about the USD that showed that the dollar is strengthening because this news was better than what they predicted it was going to be and better than it was previously. On top of that, yesterday prior to the opening of the New York session around 8:30 Eastern time, we did have CPI news that came out. This CPI news basically is interpreted as that inflation that's hanging over America is starting to peak and stagnate, and eventually it is going to shrink in the next several trading weeks. We do not know how much it is going to shrink, but it will shrink, and we're going to have to have that play out. But as of now, that continues to have the strength in the U.S. dollar as well. On top of that, we just been having a lot of good economic news coming out about the U.S. dollar. more positive than negative news, which is also continuing its strengthening of the US dollar. And lastly, we do have oil gas prices going down at the pumps, which means that there's more money getting spent in the economy, and we do have a growing US and we do have a growing uh, U.S. economy as well, which is strengthening the U.S. dollar. To understand how gas and oil is affecting the U.S. dollar and how they have a non-traditional relationship that's been brought about by the current geopolitical climate with oil around the world, I strongly suggest that you watch our USD CAD video so you could have a good understanding of how this non-traditional relationship is basic, how this non-traditional relationship was birthed and how the oil market is affecting the US dollar. We go into great detail with that on the video. Okay? In that video. Okay? So now with all that said, let's break down what's happening on the chart. So as you can see, since January, we've been going up for some time, and then now we're starting to have price turnover. Okay? Range, came down very aggressively, did have a push up, and now we're going back towards the short side, with this looking like the new low, this looking like the new low high, and now we're going to continue to go towards the short side. Now we may have a pathetic push up to here, range push up here and here before we continue to go to the short side. But the long-term to intermediate term trajectory of the chart is going to be for the long side. Okay, like I said, you may have some push up here or to this area here before it range out and continues to go down, or it could continue to go down from here, with the more likely scenario is going to be a slight pathetic push up range, and then price will continue to go down. Okay, hope this information was helpful for you guys. Happy trading.